even have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones and Good day, good day. This is a wonderful day to be with you today. And this is the Talk Beat Jones, and I am Billy E. Jones, and we will be with you today, and you will be with me. And I want you to be with your friends and other folks, and let them know that Talk Beat Jones with Billy E. Jones, we're on the air live at from 8:30 to 10 o'clock, and so a.m. on Sunday. And they have a chance to call us at 313-868-0342. Once again, the numbers to call and get yourself ready to talk on the Talk Beat Jones show is 313-868-0342. And remember, tell your friends they can watch us over the Roku box, the Amazon, the Fire Stick, the Apple, Facebook. Why don't you pick up your telephone if you're on the road and just put it down and just listen if you can't watch us while you're traveling with your telephone, as well as Twitter, Alexa. You got a social media style, we got it. Don't forget about tell your friends right now to tune into the RJ's Watch Party and see if you can have some friends to tune in with you and watch us. And we want to thank you again, family, for telling your friends and having them to view the program, the RJ's Watch Party. We are doing very well with that. And we appreciate you talking to your friends and getting them to watch RJ's Watch Party. And, of course, we're on Comcast Channel 90, 7 a.m. to 12. That's the station WHPS. And don't forget, 152. That's 152 on your local antenna. That's Detroit, Highland Park area antenna. You can pick us up 24 hours a day. How about that? 24 hours a day you can pick up the station. And, of course, you can watch Talk Beat Jones, Billy E. Jones, on Sundays from 8:30 a.m. until 10 a.m. in the morning. And, again, we give it to you uncut, no chaser. We give it to you straight. We want you to get the information. We don't want to get you just having gossip. People just saying, well, I slept on my butt last night, and here's what I thought. I don't care about the facts and the figures, but here's what I thought. And that's great because it's that person has a right to say, this is what I think, because that person has that right to have his opinion or her opinion put out there. However, family, we have to be able to take away what is just a person having la-la land in terms of people who are talking to you and giving you the understanding of what is the truth that's going to help you make the right decision. And when I say the right decision, the decision is right for you, your family, your children, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren for some of those that are still around with great-grandchildren. So you have to get the right information. It's not just having someone say, well, she looks good, or he looks good, or he sounds good, or she sounds good. I believe what they're saying. You got to have a deeper belief system in order for you to make the right decision for the people. The people. And what is the right decision for the people? I don't know. I only know what's right in my opinion. What's right in your opinion may be totally different. You may be in agreement with those who are speaking in a la-la land style. Am I going to tell you you can't do that? No. But I do want you to have the truth. And I do want you to have it so that you can make that decision from your perspective. From your perspective. You know, we're going into the time now, we're getting a lot of people into the political world that have been in the political world, and we're ready to compete. We're ready to fight for the person and the issues that are right for the people. Once again, what's right for the people? I don't know. I don't make that determination for you. I simply give you the truth. I simply give you the truth. I leave that to other folk to try to convince you that this person or that situation is what is the right thing to do. But when you got the truth, then it's on you not to be bamboozled by folk. And I don't care what position they hold in life. You have to look and pull back the onion and see if they're speaking the truth. That's the important thing. And if you feel in your heart that they're telling you the truth, get with them. Because what we have to do is get folks out to vote. We have to get folks out to vote, family. We can't just sit back and say, well, we have all of these folks that are registered to vote. We have this population in the city. We have the majority population. Then why is it that my folk are not coming out to vote is the question. Why is it that folks feel that their vote is not being counted? Why is it that they feel that their vote don't count? What is it and how can we convince our family, our folk, that their vote will count, that their vote will make a difference? It's not just this other stuff, this jive, this infighting, etc. We have to work towards and get the people to believe that their one single vote carries weight. That's what I had to say today. I want you to stay tuned because, of course, today we're going to have State Rep Isaac Robinson is going to be here. And at some point, I want to talk about State Rep's Fall Ball. That's his fundraiser. And we're going to give you that information about how you can support State Rep Isaac Robinson, because that man is out there. I've been with him lately, and I have seen this man is fighting. He is fighting. He's doing everything possible to make our city, our county, our state greater, better. And you say, how can he do that? Yeah, State Rep. That's how he's able to do that. And so what we want to do is we want you to find out, of course, how can you support State Rep Isaac Robinson? Because again, he's out there fighting for your family. He had a town hall right to literacy. I got a tooth problem, and so we had a wonderful, wonderful meeting. And we had some wonderful, great folks that was there, serious folks that was serious enough to be serious, talking on this issue and bringing other situations to the attention of State Rep Isaac Robinson, as he only wanted to listen. He wanted to find out what the folks are thinking, the people that are doing things in our community. Gosh, I was so impressed. And we're going to talk about that, but here's what we have here. Attention all Facebook best friends. I hope you can make it to my campaign fundraiser this Sunday, November 17th. I'm having a fall ball at 14919 Myers at New Jays or NJ's from 4 p.m. to midnight at the old Diamond Shaft. It's a BYO affair. Please RSVP or give a donation at www.robinsonformichigan.com, Rep Isaac Robinson. Now, this is the fall ball. It's for the re-election fundraiser for Rep Isaac Robinson. I keep saying I want to say Washington. It's my father's last name. Re-election fundraiser for Rep Isaac Robinson, Sunday, November 17th. It is $20 per ticket, 4 p.m. to midnight. RSVP and donate. You know, and I just think that it's such a wonderful thing that we can participate with the person that's fighting, the person that's coming to you, giving you information, asking you to help him bring out more information so that he can put together the bills that are going to help you, help your family, and help your children. Hello? Hold on. Yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. And so why don't we kind of freelance and we get to see we have some persons ready to talk this morning. So again, if you want to join us and have your conversation broadcast around the world, that's right, on the social media platforms, we have it on the Billy E. Jones Talk B. Jones show. Good day to you. How are you doing? Who am I speaking to and where are you calling from? Who am I speaking to, please?
This is Mary Barber from Oakland, California.
Mary Barber from Oakland, California. And Mary Barber, I tell
Yes.
you, we came in last week. I had my San Francisco sauce. I had a piece of meat. I was going to dramatically have some San Francisco sauce on my rib early that
Oh,
morning. Hold on,
oh,
hold on just a moment, okay? Hello. Hold on. Hold on. Thank you. Hold on. Uh, yeah, so, but what I want to do is do two things.
okay.
One, I'm going to bring you back a little bit. And I want you to talk about that San Francisco sauce, and I want to hear about your daughter.
Okay.
I want to hear about your daughter, what she's doing, and family. I want you to understand that this daughter of Mary Barber's is so special to me. It is so special to me for this reason. Mary Barber was pregnant while she was attending my Jones Asides program. And this wonderful baby, her baby girl, is a Jones Asides baby. You may not have understood. I had ladies that were pregnant and would go all the way into the 7th, 8th month of pregnancy with me doing my Jones Asides. And I love those ladies. I respect those ladies. And they and their babies are Jones Asides with me for life. I'll talk with you in just a few moments, Mary, okay?
Okay.
Good morning. How are you doing? Can I get your name and how are you feeling this morning and where are you calling from?
Good morning. This is Sylvia. I'm viewing you on Fire Stick in Detroit, and I'm enjoying the show as usual.
Yes. I have a laundry list of things and I want to get some of your thoughts on them, okay? As well as you're calling in, so there may be some things already on your mind you want to talk about, okay?
Of course.
Hold on, okay. Good morning. How are you doing? Good evening. Whatever time it may be in the beautiful city state, where are you calling from? What's your name and where are you calling from?
Rusty Jackson, Oakland, California.
Oh, we got that Oakland combination today. Okay. Mr. Rusty Jackson. And Mr. Rusty Jackson was the former chief of the first black mayor in Oakland, California, Mayor Lionel Wilson, Judge Lionel Wilson, I should add. And Rusty, I'm going to go through a laundry list and anything that you want to jump out on, and you can join us. But if there are thoughts that you have on your mind this morning that you want to put out there before I get to what I want to do, I want everyone to understand. I want everyone to give me what they're thinking before I start throwing out my thoughts, okay?
Okay.
All right. Hold on, Russ. I'm coming right back. I'm going to take, let's go to Mary first. Mary, what's on your mind?
Hey!
Hey!
What are we talking about? The sauce? We have a holiday special. A holiday special. 4 bottles of your choice for $25. That's including shipping and handling. That's what Darnell Thomas can do, the CEO.
Wait, hold up. I get 4 bottles of the San Francisco sauce. Now, why am I getting 4 bottles? 4 flavors?
Well, you get all 4 flavors. You get whatever 4 flavors of your choice.
Oh, no, I
And
mean,
that's what Darnell Thomas is offering.
okay, but you see, you're talking to folk who don't know anything about your flavors. They don't know anything about San Francisco sauce. They don't know what flavors.
Oh, Billy, my bad.
Not
We
problem.
have regular. It's the San Francisco sauce is a condiment, a dipping condiment, and it's the best condiment in the continent. It's we have regular, we have honey barbecue grill, we have spicy, and we have spicy as fire. It's really spicy AF. You can choose your own F.
Okay.
You know, but I say spicy as fire.
Well,
You know,
okay.
it's
Go right ahead.
yes, yeah, it's delicious.
Uh-huh.
It's turmeric and mustard and turmeric base. It's the best thing going, Billy. And it's right now the prices are slashed in half. And they are $5 a bottle. Or if you order 4, Darnell Thomas said he would get it to you anywhere in the U.S. for $25.
Now,
including shipping.
Shipping and handling. So for $25, I get 4 bottles of the sauce of my choice, and it would be shipped to wherever I want it to go.
As long as you live in the United States.
And that
Yes,
means
sir.
that I can send it out to for Christmas presents, Kwanzaa presents, whatever I want to do. But what I need you to
Yes.
do is I've got folks here in Detroit that keep asking me
Mm-hmm.
when and where can I get the sauce. So please tell the folks all around the world. You tell Miss Darnell Thomas I'm looking for my check. That all around the
Okay.
world that they can get the San Francisco sauce for $25 for 4 bottles, including shipping and handling from anywhere in the world. And
Yes.
how do they get in contact to be able to order this San Francisco sauce?
They can do one of three things, Billy. They can contact me at 510-613-5714, or they can go directly to him and order at www.sfsauce, and that's with the S.com.
Now, I
It'll take
personally,
them straight to the website.
okay, yes, okay, I understand. So hold on now, okay? Hello, wonderful. How are you doing? Uh, are you talking on the phone?
Oh, yeah. Good morning. Can you hear me now?
A little light
Oh,
audio.
okay. How about now?
Okay, she's working on the phone. Try it again, Sil.
Hello?
Uh-huh. There
Can
you
you hear me
go.
now?
It was your phone. Okay, it was your phone. Okay. Thank
I
you.
was just connecting a lot of dots,
Mm-hmm.
and the dots that include the political arena, the massive, pervasive corruption.
Okay.
And I come to the realization until the people understand how they're being pumped and pimped out of their tax dollars, which they turn into so-called bond money, the corruption and theft continues. And because of all this corruption and theft, we get the retreads. We never get the right people in office. The few that we have are fighting for our lives and their lives, too, just to help.
Yes.
And so that's what I've been observing through a movie called The Laundromat, the document called The Catholic Swindle, and Byron Allen's case, and all the observations and interviews regarding that matter. It all revolves around how they're siphoning your wealth.
Yes.
And then they put you in this domino effect where the people end up fighting for crumbs, and our youth become a setup for failure, because where do they go when they have every tool that's supposed to be used against them?
That's true.
That's my question this morning.
Well, and we'll see if folks will get involved with that question that you asked. And that's what we want. We want that insight from the people, from you. We want to hear that information. We want to get that question, get from your heart what's thinking. You want to hold on for a moment, please?
Yes.
Hello, sir. How are you doing? Mr. Rusty Jackson, Oakland, California. How are you doing, sir? What's on your mind?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed. And I heard everything Sylvia had to say. She's on point. And my topic this morning is patriotism.
Patriotism. Sound like we have a guy out here.
Patriotism or the lack thereof.
The patriotism or the lack of patriotism. That what you just said?
Yes, sir.
Go right ahead. Can you speak a little louder, Russ?
Okay. I watched the ambassador to.
Hey, Rusty, are
Ukraine.
you on your speakerphone?
No, sir. I'm not.
For some other reason, you sound a little light today.
Wow. Hold on.
And I do this, family, because I'm hearing something. You may be hearing something different, but I'm just trying to make sure that that you're getting all of what he is saying clearly. So, Russ, try it again, and I'm sure your voice is fine. Your telephone is fine. It's me. It's not you.
Oh, okay. Well, bottom line, Billy, I watched the ambassador to Ukraine.
Yes.
Very credible. English has given up a lot in support of this country. And the way these Republicans are treating her, I mean, the way they are following 45 is just, it's ridiculous now. And so my question is, where are the patriots?
Now,
Where are the people that care about the country more than they care about the party?
who's paying their bills?
That's a good question.
No,
We
no,
are.
no. I'm asking if they're in the Republican Party and they've gotten a position in the Republican Party, and they are getting paid and they're getting getting the benefits for being in that position. And Donald Trump has demonstrated that he will target you and take your job, take your position, and take your pride if he can. And so, I mean, I'm with you because, again, where is it that we have real men and real women that will stand up to this bully? Go right ahead, Rusty. You're absolutely
Well,
correct, sir.
it's interesting because a lot of people now are having discussions about people over party. And that's the way it should be because it's supposed to be by the people, for the people, and with the people. It don't say by the party, for the party, and with the party. So I'm concerned that we don't have a whole lot of patriots. I'm concerned that we as a country have lost the ability to communicate in earnest with each other.
Is that
And
called?
until we learn how to talk to each other, we're going to have more problems and bigger problems.
Well, Rusty, this is 2019 going into 2020, and if we are asking that question now, and it's a great question, I'm just kind of shining it a little bit, then we are in, as you say, deep, deep problems, deep, deep trouble, because again, now is a time that we're having people coming out with their own interest. We've got these political people who have their ambitions. We have these people who want to be political consultants to get paid. And so now it becomes the problem of the people wanting to take care of themselves. And now we have this individualism because that's what it's going to take for them to become elected, is to go out and highlight themselves and try to beat up on other folks. So what do you think about that, Russ?
Yeah, Billy, let me ask you a real interesting question. Billy Jones' family, we want you to respond to this. How many people in these hearings have you heard mention the fact that Ukraine is fighting Russia? They're in a war with Russia, our defined enemy. And we're doing things to hurt them?
Well, I'm going to let Sylvia answer the question, but I just want to ask one question. Is Russia at this time our enemy? Because I asked this question because, remember, Donald Trump believes in bro romance. He believes in bro romance. He will romance the heck out of Putin and these other folks to do what? Because he wants them to be able to give him a favor. Now remember, Donald is not just dealing with being the president for the next 4 years. He also has a life. He also has a business. His family has a business, and he's setting up his business for after he's out of being the president. These are folks that can help him place his business in all of these around the world in areas. And everyone can see that if he can help Putin, he's going to help Putin. Hold on, Russ. I'm going to let Sylvia talk to you. Sylvia?
Yes.
Did you hear Rusty's question?
Oh, I heard him fine. Shout out, happy Sunday to you and Rusty and your other guests on the phone. Happy Sunday. I'm going back to where I started. It's a global elite club, and you scratch my back and I scratch yours. So to me, you got a lot of Rusty brought up patriotism. Where's the patriotism when you got your own politicians working against patriotism because it's never about that. It's about the business of the Benjamins, the offshores, the shell accounts, and the number is rising in that area where you got shell companies, offshore accounts, insurance companies. It's all about business versus patriotism. It's how much money they can stack up, pay the politicians, use the lawyers. The game and the dots continue to connect.
Well, I'm going to
do
connect.
the opposite of what's right.
Sylvia, hold on a minute. I've got to connect this dot in which it's time for me to take a yawn. And when I take a yawn, I'm rebooting the brain. I want you to reboot your brain, call your friends, let them know that we're on right now, 8:30 to 10 on a Sunday. And we'll be right back talking with you on the Talk Beat Jones with Billy E. Jones. You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones. And
You can have your own party on TV. Party with R.J. Watkins and the TV33 family when you hold your own Facebook watch party. Connect all your friends with our friends, and we can have a watch party together. Watch your favorite TV shows when you want, how you want, with your favorite people. Here's how it works. Log on to Facebook from your computer or tablet and go to the R.J. Watkins fan page at facebook.com/TV33WHPR. The one with the blue WHPR logo on the left. Like us. Click the word videos with the red tag that says live next to it. Then click the share button at the bottom of the video player and select start a watch party. Invite whoever you want. Your party will be recorded and archived for playback anytime you want. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. At the end of the month, the viewer that has the most people at their watch party will be invited on the TV show live. Come on, let's have a party.
They argued on the play. He said, no, that's mine. But they sharing it. Thank you.
Once again, and every week. Bon appetit. Good as hell, man.
Called support right there, brother Lee.
to the bone, it was good. Bad to the bone.
Bad to the bone.
Good to the bone.
That's a good thing.
Come on, get the chicken.
That's it. Yeah, come get the chicken.
This is the Talk Beat Jones, and I am Billy Jones. I want to invite you to listen, to watch, and to participate every Sunday from 9 to 10 a.m. That's right, from 9 to 10 a.m. That's the Talk Beat Jones, and I am Dr. Talk. Make sure you tune in every Sunday from 9 to 10 a.m. That's Talk Beat Jones. Remember, tell your friends. Talk Beat Jones, we're now on Sundays from 9 to 10 a.m.
This program is brought to you by Lemon Burn. Lemon Burn attacks and reduces belly fat. Get yours today. 313-868-6612.
Hi, this is LaWanda.
This is R.J. Watkins.
Coming to you to bring you some information about the #1 detox in the nation, Lemon Burn. Lemon Burn helps to turn the fat into fit. It's for you, a happier, healthier you. Because you know healthy is the new beautiful. An all-natural way to improve your health. It promotes a healthy digestive system, attacks and reduces belly fat, as well as gives you energy. And to get yours today, call 313-868-6612.
Don't forget to exercise and eat right.
Well, we're moving on now. To the east side. You will see lots of apartments in the sky.
Come check out the new Sisters Braid 2 hair braiding and natural hair care salon located at 18070 Mount Elliott Street. Our new salon is spacious with adequate parking, Wi-Fi, and all brand new state-of-the-art salon equipment. Come meet your local hair braiders and natural hair care specialists and check out our many hair care services such as hair treatments, box braids, cornrows, tree braids, Havana twists, children's braids, natural twists, lock extensions, kinky twists, goddess locks, updos, full weaves, and more. Please feel free to visit us on the web at www.sistersbraid2.com or call 313-826-0498. Here at Sisters Braid 2, we offer exceptional care for exceptional hair. We look forward to seeing you. Sisters Braid 2 is a proud recipient of the Unity and Rebuilding Fund.
WHPR TV is now on Channel 90. Check out all of your favorite morning talk shows on Comcast Channel 90 every day from 7 a.m. to 12 noon, and watch us anytime, day or night, on all of your favorite devices. Download the WHPR TV Now app and take us with you wherever you go. WHPR TV is now on Comcast Channel 90 every day from 7 a.m. till noon. WHPR TV, a Watkins Broadcasting Company. You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit. The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of WHPS, its affiliates, management, or sponsors.
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones and This is Billy E. Jones, and this is, of course, Talk Beat Jones, and I'm live 8:30 to 10 on a Sunday. And family, we want to do this. We want to reach out and join hands with you. That's right. We want you to work with me. We're working to continue the Talk Beat Jones show here on WHPS. And we're reaching the point where we need your help. But when I say we need your help, we only want the folks that want to help. That's you. That's everybody, because you want the truth. And we give you the truth. And so if you want to help, donate to Billy E. Jones, Talk Beat Jones show, put it in the memo column, and that would be credited to my program. We're reaching out now. We try to expand. We want to work with the political situations. So our budget got a little extended, a lot extended. But we know you will reach out and help us. So send your check, cash your check to the TV studio, of course. And what is that Broadway? Anyway, I'll tell you after I come back from break who to make the check out to and put in the memo column for Billy Jones. Appreciate it very much. Now, what I want to do, of course, is ask you to call your friends to invite them to watch the RJ's Watch Party, and so that they can invite their friends to watch us as well on the watch party. Now, here we go. I have some questions, some things that I want to just put out, and folks can retain the question, and basically it's for you, the family at home, to think about as well. Trump and the impeachment hearing. Trump says he has a right to freedom of speech, even though he is threatening the witnesses. Is he a bully president? Is it a surprise that there still are people with backbone and belief in serving the country and not the man? The problem, Trump says, serve the man. Donald Trump or be fired or resign. Either way, he wins. Why? Because he can put a person that supports Trump in their place. Will Trump be impeached? Yes, by Democrats. No, by Republicans, and it take both houses. Therefore, no impeachment. Did the Democrats and us people know that if impeached, would he have to abandon his position as president? Would he? And if not, what would the impeachment do to his powers? And would Pence be a better president for the people than Trump? One quickie, little side note for the people who want to go ahead and have sex with underage babies. Alabama governor signs bill to legalize chemical castration for child sex offenders. What is your feelings? And should Michigan give thoughts to a similar bill? You know, these are things that I want you to think about, please. We have a local situation. What happened in Flint? Why did Karen Weaver lose her job as mayor of Flint? Everyone was highlighting and being great with Miss Weaver for a long time. What happened? How did she lose the favor of the people and lose her job? Why in Flint is the new mayor able to stop water shutoffs while the shutoff continues in Detroit? I want to salute and thank State Rep Isaac Robertson, who called for a right to literacy town hall meeting Wednesday night. The state rep asked officials, activists, and the people to talk so that he could hear from the people for assessment before action. You know, these are things that I want to hear you talk about. And if you don't talk about them, to get a chance to talk about them, I want you to think about the Charter Commission, the Charter Review Commission. Will the charter be amended for vote that will hold the will of the people or the will of the administration in charge be the effect, would take effect in putting together the bills, the laws? Where are we with facial recognition? And are you talking to your council people? Are you talking to your council people? Why? Because they will be the official body to pass the situation for the facial recognition. So you got to talk to your city council folks. Are people lining up to take on Mayor Duggan? When you're watching folks talk and they are attacking or they are pointing things out, it's politics. And it's going to get dirty. It's going to get nasty. It's going to be like pigs in the mud. That comes from my person that taught me, Mr. Tatum Eason, my mentor. So you watch for these things to be happening. And Mr. Jackson, Rusty, talking with you, sir. Coming on back to you.
Well, I want to go back to Sylvia's theme of connecting the dots in conjunction with what you just laid out about 45 and the impeachment and all this. And I don't know if people were paying attention, but every day that Roger Stone walked to court, he had this very large black man dressed in an outfit that looked something like a Catholic priest accompanying him every day.
Okay.
And that was very striking to me because the guy's physical presence was tremendous. He was so large.
Okay, but Rusty, and what do you okay, because we're on television time and I got folks coming in, I want to get the other folks, what are you come to the bottom line real quick. What are you trying to say to us?
The bottom line is we are looking at a situation where people in Trump's orbit and Trump himself is using black folks to try to project the subliminal image to lessen our attack against him.
Okay, but we're looking at Stone. Stone has been convicted of whatever he's going to be convicted of, whatever his problem is, and he's going to be sentenced. However, in conjunction to what you're saying, I agree with you, and I would ask the question, why are we being so polite and so church-style forgiving in dealing with Kanye West and what he is doing, and why is it that folks cannot see what Trump has done, is doing with Kanye West, the Kardashians, etc., in terms of getting the younger folk ready to be in position to vote for Donald Trump? And you say, what? Yes. You look at Kanye and what he's doing with his music, his mental illness, and now that he will be joining Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen and Kanye West are going to team up. And these are folks who support whom? Donald Trump. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook. Who does he support? Donald Trump. So I go to the major players. Why do you think that the Trump made Kardashian a person that could come to him and get people released from prison? Because he wants a favor, which is their help in going through the re-election. You know, sometimes I wonder, do we go to wake up and keep the covers over our eyes? We can't see. Is it that we can only see right there in front of us? We cannot project what and why things are happening? Rusty, I'm gonna give you 2 more minutes. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes, and I got to move. And I'll come back to you, but I got to move to the other.
I think you're right on point. Excuse me. But again, connecting the dots.
Hold on, Rusty. Let you get your breath. And Mary, I'll come back to you shortly. Sylvia?
I think Trump has been campaigning all through his presidential candidacy with the bribery, the buffoonery, and the list goes on. And he believes that laws are only made for him to use and abuse. And to have people like a Jim Jones follow him to drink the Kool-Aid, it's beyond it's beyond understanding.
Yes, yes. Okay, hold on. Mary Barbara, Oakland, California, talk to me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning. Are we talking about Naomi this morning?
We'll get back to. I gave you some other thoughts, but that your daughter. We were going to come back to that, but I'm trying to move on. We'll talk about that next week, maybe.
Okay, great.
We gave you conversation. Were you listening?
Yes, I'm listening, and I'm writing too, Billy. So go ahead. Go to the next.
I know that you're writing because they need to know how to hit your your Facebook page, because you write so beautiful. You're able to capture all things that people are saying on the various shows and put them out just like a wonderful billboard notice. And I want to thank you for all of your help, okay? But right now I'm trying to move this
along. And I need
Sylvia's
last name. Can I get Sylvia's last name?
Okay, I don't know if she does a last name. I'll find out.
Do first.
Sylvia?
Yeah, I'm Sly Mac if she want to see me on Facebook.
I'm sorry?
I'm Sly Mac if she want to catch me on Facebook.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Got that?
Go ahead, Sylvia. Yeah, yes.
Now, real quickly, what I was saying about your daughter is that I noticed that your daughter is her occupation is what now?
She is a AMST. She is a family marriage and she's a marriage and family therapist.
And so that deals with the mental issues, correct?
Deals with mental health. Yes.
So,
it deals with mental health.
So what I was saying is that I would like to, at some point, when you call in, to possibly have her on a call with you.
On the other line.
Yes. So that we can talk and I can get some information from her. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm going to post. I'm going to also post her information on Instagram on this site when we get through.
Okay. Thank you so very much.
Okay, so people can contact her. Thank you, Billy.
Now, wait, once again.
I'll be listening.
Now, before you go, for those who just tuned in, before I let you go, tell me quickly the address or the contact information so that people from anywhere around the world can get something that great. I mean, I can tell you right now, Ms. Theo Broden is waiting on it. Michelle Broden is waiting on it. State Rep Isaac Robertson is waiting on it. Otis Mathis is waiting on it. You know, so we got folks that we know want some of that sauce. So tell us, how can we get the sauce real quick? Got to run.
They can go to www.sanfranciscosauce, and that's with the S. That's fssauce.com. As a matter of fact, I posted it already on the on this. Yeah.
Okay, just stay where I'm got you going on. Okay. For those who need, give me your telephone number, and if they're looking for more information, they can call you. What number?
At 510. 613.
Okay.
5714.
All right. Thank you, Mary. Barbara of Oakland, California, and my Joan Decides person and my publicist now. And so we hope to give you more information about what we're doing and have you put it out there because you do a heck of a job of doing promotions. Thank you so very much, Mary.
Okay, tell State Rep I said good morning, hello.
Okay, and you can call back when he's here, okay?
Okay, thank you.
I'm just trying to make sure I got a line open. Okay, thank you, darling. Bye-bye.
Okay, all right.
And family, if you want to get in, you can call me at 313-868-0342. And Sylvia.
Yeah.
You're back.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's what I had to say about Donald Trump. He's been campaigning through his presidency, all through his presidency. He's been campaigning, Humpty Dumpty, been putting the other bumps together to weather the storm for him to win again. And so I guess that's why he was recruiting the celebrities to see if that will work in his favor to get him in. As far as the, what do you call that, that impeachment, it's just a horse and pony show because y'all know he should have been gone long time ago.
But that's my that's my question. And let me find out something. Rusty?
Yes, sir.
If Donald Trump is impeached, I'm not sure if you can answer this question, but if Donald Trump is impeached, what will happen to Donald Trump?
It depends. They can impeach him and he can remain in office like they did with Bill Clinton, or they can impeach him and remove him as well.
Now, wait. Is that what you are thinking, Rusty, or is that what you know?
No, that's fact.
Okay, because
impeachment does not necessarily mean removal.
Okay.
Okay, so impeachment, like I said, Bill Clinton got impeached.
Okay, but that's total. Let's total. But Rusty, that when people keep comparing Bill Clinton and Rusty and and Donald Trump, we're talking of totally different scenarios. In that situation with the impeachment behind a sex crime and this particular situation, he is doing something that's totally major league.
But Billy, we're talking about process.
I understand that, Rusty, but the process is that
the process is the same regardless of the crime.
I know, Rusty, because the thing is that will that give them the impetus to take him out of office? And the third part of that question is, we know he's not going to be impeached. And if we know he's not going to be impeached, but before I assume that, is that your assumption or is that just me?
No, I think he will be impeached in the House, but not impeached in the Senate.
Okay, but the process Rusty, but the process that he has to be impeached in both of those situations, is that correct?
Yes.
So if he is not impeached in both houses, then he is not going to be impeached.
Correct.
And if he is not going to be impeached, then all of these situations that we have going on in this country, in all of the states, in all of the cities that need our folks to be, our elected folks to be paying attention to our needs, to people's needs in the city and the states. Why is it that they are sitting up there spending all of these hours styling and profiling, acting as though it's something that's going to happen when they know dang gone well nothing is going to happen. Nothing is going to happen. And we have spent all this time and money and energy for what? For what?
Well, Billy, I think the process has to play out because I believe that if the process fails, we will find guilty of.
Rusty, I don't know. Something's wrong with your phone, Russ. I can't hardly hear
Why?
you. Hold on. This is the Talk Beat Jones. I'm Billy Jones, and could I get your name and where you're calling from? Talking to you, yes. Hello? You got to talk to me. You're live.
Yes, Billy, I'm talking about the shea butter, the Bigfoot. It's wonderful.
Hold on. I'm sorry, Rusty. Go right ahead, sir.
I do believe that once the process plays out, he will be found of doing high crimes and misdemeanors. That will be of a nature that he can be removed. Right now, we're not at that point.
Okay. So I would be accused. I would be accused, and I accept being accused of jumping out front of something that I don't know anything really about, and I accept that.
No,
I accept that.
I wouldn't necessarily say it that way.
No, I'm saying that's me. I'm saying it for
would say
myself.
that- I know, but I would say that you're looking for an expected outcome based on the situation and circumstances, and you, like everybody else, wishes the process would flow a little faster.
Okay. Hold on now. Hello? Oh, wait, Annie. Okay, I tell you what, Annie, why don't you go ahead and give me your information so I can clear this line in case I need someone else to get in, please. This is about the African Easy Silk hair and skin line products, and of course you'll be able to watch the Hair Doctor show on Monday from 9 to 10, and I will be co-hosting with the Hair Doctor on Monday from 9 to 10, and that program is sponsored with the African Easy Silk hair and skin line program. And Annie is a correspondent on that program. So, Annie, give me what you talk about on the Hair Doctor show.
Oh, I'm talking about the hand and body lotion now, Billy, because it's so good for the dry skin. In this kind of weather, our skin has a turn to get real dry. And all you have to do is just put just a little bit on it and rub it in good. It's good. And again, we have the vitamin E oil, which is very wonderful for the skin this time of year. It's wonderful. That's something that I really love myself. It's good for our real dry skin, and mine get very dry sometimes. And we also have the olive oil.
But you almost 90 years old. Your skin is not supposed to be dry.
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay. Okay. And so we'll talk with you Monday on the Hair Doctor show?
Yes.
Okay, and you have a little bit more time on the Hair Doctor show, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Okay, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
I have a line open, family. The number to call is 313-868-0342. Sylvia, you're back.
All right, here. This is what I'm saying. This impeachment again to me is another horse and pony show. It's more distraction, making Trump a fictional movie attraction. Now we already know the difference in who gonna get jailed versus who doesn't get jailed. So he's buying his time not to go to jail. And so we're going to see how this play out. But I don't know if he going to disappear like, just fly away and move on to another country before he allowed them to put him in jail. Because I don't know. Because y'all know the protecting and the complexion usually works 100% of the time.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Jackson, Rusty.
Yes, sir.
I want to do this real quick. Family, I know Mr. Rusty Jackson. And when I say that, I want you to understand is that when it comes to a conversation of thinking and thought and projections, I want you to hear who I'm talking with so that you understand where this man is coming from. Rusty, I'd like to hear you give the family some of your background so that they understand who they're listening to, how you're thinking, who's thinking, and why you're thinking the way you are. Give them a little your background, Matt Rusty, please. Titles.
I was a presidential management fellow under President Carter.
Okay.
I was a special assistant to
Speak a little louder, Rusty. My sound is a little down.
I was a special assistant to Mrs. Coretta Scott King at the King Center in Atlanta. I've been the chief of staff to the first African-American mayor of Oakland, Lionel Wilson, the chief of staff to the first black treasurer tax collector in Alameda County, and actually Northern California, Donald White. I was a registered broker-dealer with Morgan Stanley and actually worked at the World Trade Center before it was Blom. I've had my own television show, Political Perspectives. I also produced the second show, Money Talk. And for the last 30-plus years, I've shot videos and produced concerts, including the Cherry Festival for the city of San Leandro, the Monterey Blues Festival, and establishing the Woodminster Amphitheater for the city of Oakland.
And you played professional baseball. Now, family,
Yes,
you say, family, why would you do that? Why would you take this time to have this man tell us all of the accomplishments in his life? Because when you're hearing a telephone caller call and give you a perspective on how to think or how that person is thinking, sometimes you need to have a basis to who that person really is. So that I want you to understand that when this man talks, his thoughts, his opinions can go against and with and aid anybody. Anybody. Don't tell me about the titles. Don't tell me about their degrees. Don't tell me about any of that. This is what we're trying to bring to you, family, on Talk B. Jones, Billy Jones. The development of this program was designed and is still designed to bring in some of these other aspects. I've had no help. I've had no help. And I've reached to Oakland to help me. And now my money is running funny. And I need you to help me continue to develop this program that is and will be like no other program going around this world. I am ready to compete with all of the stations, with all the programs, talk shows. Give me that opportunity to show you I have no shuck, I have no jive. I have nothing but the truth. And I can bring it to you like nobody else. I don't care who they are. I'm a competitor, and in this business, this is a competitive business. It's not about friendships. It's about relationships. We want to develop our relationships separate, apart from all others, but be involved with all people. That's where I am. Go ahead, Rusty. I'll come back to you, Sylvia.
I want to salute two prominent athletes for doing two separate things differently. Bill Russell, who is an alumni, and I also am an alumni of the University of San Francisco.
Hold up.
Just now.
Hold up, Rusty. Now, when they call the GOAT, the greatest player of all time.
Yes.
Let's not get it twisted, because people say, and they hold up their fingers, and they hold up the rings, and how many rings they got. Bill Russell attended McClymonds High School in Oakland, California, the school I graduated from.
Yes, sir.
And when he holds up his hands, Rusty, tell me if I'm lying, he don't have enough hands, enough fingers and thumbs for all of the championship rings he have.
Well,
so,
you're preaching now, bro.
Huh? So if it is about finding out who is the greatest of all time, if this man could dominate and not just win, but win the championships and then turn around and coach a championship as well. Are you not going to tell me that this man was not and is not the greatest player of all time? Why? Because he produced. And
But
that's the
Bill,
way
let me
McClymonds
say
High
this.
School people we are.
Let me say this. He stood 6'11".
6'9", 6'9".
Shadow of 12'12".
Yes.
This was a black man at a time when you couldn't stand up and be a black man.
Yes. In Boston.
And Bill Russell just now accepted his Hall of Fame ring
Mm-hmm.
because he didn't want to accept it before because he didn't believe that he deserved to be the first African American elected to basketball's Hall of Fame.
Okay.
I tip my hat to him, brother. You still a bad dude.
Oh, he's a bad man.
I also want to tip my hat to Colin Kaepernick.
Why?
The NFL tried to put all kind of things on him. They only told him Tuesday they were setting up this showcase on Saturday. Then they told him, okay, you show up, Hugh Jackson is running.
Wait, hey, Rusty.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I realize that we need to lay everything out, but let me tell you, on my program, I only have so much time, so I don't have the whole linear time to go through the whole steps. So please, just hit us with the bottom line on the colon.
Bottom line is this. The NFL tried to put on a dog and pony show.
Mm-hmm.
Kaepernick rearranged it. Only 8 teams showed out. But from all reports, he showed that he's still good enough to be in the NFL. And now it's on the NFL. So, again, another man standing up being a man.
Okay. You know, and they did move his workout site from one site to another at the last minute, I heard.
Well, yes, because the NFL did not want to allow Colin Kaepernick to have a video crew in there to tape it so that he could have footage to show to all the teams that did not show up.
Okay. So that's a situation there that is moving forward, and we'll hear more. They say that Jay-Z may have had something to do with this development of late. But, again, it shows you. And they say, well, he's been out of football for 3 years or more. Well, let me tell you this. The Detroit Lions brought in a guy that had been out of football almost 4 years. And I know because he's from the Bay Area. A quarterback, by the way. Last name, Jackson. If you don't know, Google him. And so we know that quarterbacks can be out of the league for 2, 3, 4 years and come back and still be great. They're looking for that guy from Baltimore. Not Baltimore. Yeah. Is it Baltimore? No, not Baltimore. Where is the quarterback that retired? Was it Indiana?
Indianapolis.
Uh-huh. So they're thinking, well, okay, he'll sit out a year or two. The itch will hit him. His body will be healed, and he'll be ready. Now, he will have sit out for a year or 2 or 3, but he'll still be ready to play football, they think. Now they're saying that the way Colin played is the way that quarterbacks are playing today. Well, hey, you know, hold on. I know somebody like Colin. Sylvia?
Uh-huh.
You like Colin Kaepernick, don't you?
That's right. And if the Lions get him, that's the only way I'll support him.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So you're not all in with him?
With Kaepernick, I'm with the brother that's been fighting for justice and rights and freedom. I'm with him. That's why I said the only way I will support the Lions is if they let him in on their team.
Okay, okay. But he's getting paid. Folks don't realize, but he's still getting paid.
Oh, yeah, he's getting paid, but if he want to play, I want him to play.
Yes, yes, okay. And how many folks realize that Colin Kaepernick was adopted? He was adopted.
Oh.
And here is a young man, a black mixed young man,
Right.
that was adopted by a white family and grew up in a white world.
Wow.
And he's always been kind of, let Rusty tell you. Rusty? Rusty?
Yes, sir.
Colin Kaepernick, did I say it correctly? He comes from a mixed parentage. He is he was adopted by a white family. Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
And he always was an outstanding athlete, but he always have had his recognition. He always recognized that he was different than the people that he was around.
Yes.
So he always had like a little chip, folk. So that's Colin Kaepernick's background somewhat.
But he's always had a black consciousness.
That's what I was speaking of, sir.
You know, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Because and I hate this thing, but you know, in some instances it's proven to be true. You can take the person out of the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of the person.
Yes.
Well, you know what? When this young man looks in the mirror, a black man looks back at him. Somebody that can hold their head high, somebody that was willing to pay the price, and we all benefit. He's the one being impacted negatively.
Okay. Now, here's what I've got to do, Russ, because we here in Detroit, we're having a lot of problems, and I'm going to bring Sylvia in. We're having a lot of problems with our Charter Commission review commissioners. And hold on, Rusty. Sylvia?
Yeah.
What is your assessment in terms of what is going on with the latest situations with the charter review commissions, and are they making any progress in the fact that they are receiving a stipend, they are given the title, they're given a budget, and yet are we seeing any productive work coming out of that commission?
I see productive work in the favor, again, with big businesses and corporate greed continuously. I think I've seen or read somewhere where the treasurer is resigning, and everybody wanted the president, the chairperson, to resign. So I think they did a good job of putting the plans in place to keep the distractions up so good that it's looking iffy if the charter will benefit the people or, again, corporate greed.
Now, did the person, the white young lady, did she resign as just the secretary or the treasurer?
I believe it was the treasurer, Billy.
Yeah, the treasurer, but now she didn't resign from the commission itself. She just resigned that office. Can you help us understand, is that the correctness or wrong?
You know what? I'm thinking she was resigning as the treasurer on the charter commission.
Yeah, so but she's still a commissioner, correct?
Now that I don't know. When they say resign, I thought that means she would move on, and they would have to replace her. So in that, I'm not clear.
Okay.
I can't speak on. I can't.
So
speak
if someone is listening, and you can clarify if her resignation as the treasurer means that she's just removing herself from that position of responsibility, or is she removing herself from a voting member of the Charter Commission? So that's the question we want to put out there for folks.
Yes.
Okay. And in watching and listening to them, the Charter Commission, what is your thinking about what is happening there, Sylvia?
The same old song and dance and blues. You're outnumbered with the corporate plants versus the people. The three that's working for the people are constantly being outnumbered, and so that gives me a grim attitude towards whether is this charter going to work for us or it's going to work for the corporate greed.
Well, and also let me let the world know that Talk Beat Jones, Billy Jones, we're the show that brought to you the folks who were representing, quote, running for the Charter Commission as the people representatives.
Yeah.
We brought them on this show. We helped them to become elected. And yet, including a white girl, and yet, when we reach out and try to invite them back to come and make a report on this show, we're not big enough. anymore. So I want to say to the Charter Commission personnel that we wish you the best, and we still leave you an invitation to come back and talk to the people, to the real people, your people that helped get you elected on this show. And so you and your advisors, Charter Commissioners, should have another thinking about how you're conducting yourselves in terms of reaching out to other media to have you promoted and therefore vetted to your people. Because I realize some of those folks have ambitions for a higher office. But remember, if you don't remember the folks that helped you, then we will not remember you when it comes time that you're going to need our help as well. That's the way it works. That's politics.
Wheel goes round, the wheel will go around.
Yes, yes. And I know some people say, oh, just put a little grease on the wheel and stop making it squeaky. Hold on, Sylvia. Rusty?
Yes, sir.
Tell me something. What is it, when you compare Detroit, Michigan to Oakland, California, what similarities do you see?
Gentrification.
Did you say gentrification?
Gentrification.
Now, stop with that word. Break that word down for those folks who are listening. They've heard it. People who have bounced that word around, and you know, and they say, "Well, okay, I kind of understand the word, but I don't know what." Break that word down for us, Rusty.
Well, it's basically when long-term residents of a particular city or municipality are moved out because housing prices go up. And younger, more upwardly mobile, generally non-black, non-Hispanic people move into those neighborhoods. And so the character of the neighborhood changes not only in terms of ethnic diversity, but it also changes in terms of cultural diversity. And with gentrification, obviously, comes less power politically.
And so if I was looking to do that to a community or city, and if that city has a council by an open council, I should say, council at large, by whatever, they are not represented by a district. It is the top vote getters get in. Is that correct, the way it used to be?
Yes.
So now, if I'm looking long term, and that's why I say come out from under the sheet, so that you can see that there's a plan, and the plan is we've got to break up this council voting situation in which the mass numbers of those folks are representatives from that community, which is going to match their culture, their race, etc. We've got to break that up. But now, if we can take the hand and take it from the fist and open that hand up, we got the four fingers. But if we get that thumb out there, that's the wide breach. Now, we're starting to find a way to get the power, which is to make us able to take over the positions to run the city, because we now can put our people in position to be elected and grab all of the power. That has happened again in Oakland, California. And it is when we start to move along another election or two, you're going to find out that we are no longer going to have all these black folks on the council because of council by district. And what is that word, Rusty?
Gentrification.
Gentrification. Now, would you go ahead and continue with the other thoughts, please? The similarity between Detroit and Oakland. Are you there, Rusty? Did I lose you?
Hello?
Say what?
Can you hear me?
You got to speak up, though, man.
Okay, I'm trying.
We have some telephone difficulties. I recognize that, but we can work it out if you just go ahead and talk loud.
All right. Basically, what I'm trying to say is council elections by district is good. It's not bad, because if we are, as a population, concentrated in those districts, then we can elect people that look like us and think like us and have similar experiences. So I prefer district elections as opposed to at-large elections. Secondly, what's happening in Oakland and happening in Detroit, the last time I went down to City Hall to testify at the city council meeting, I was looking around for employees that look like me.
Yes.
Well, at this particular time, I believe the only African-American department head in the city of Oakland is the director of Park and Recreation. We have no other African-American department head.
You know, that's what breaks my heart. Really breaks my heart, because I remember as a young business guy, my business was Doctor Management Services. And I can remember Mr. Gilmore taking me and my partner into the chambers, showing us around, showing us what the future, what we should be working towards. Young guys, city councilmen reached out to us that way. We were black. We were in charge, large and in charge. Now I look, and you've got a city, what is that word?
Gentrified.
That's been gentrified to death. And it's coming to Oakland. Excuse me, what came to Oakland is coming to Detroit. We talk about the black faces we have that may be doing the bidding of the administration. However, when you have the folks who look like the folks who are in charge with the administration also representing us, we are deeply in deep trouble, because we're fighting with the folks who are on the city council who are supposed to represent us, who look like us. And they're not doing the job. That's what the people say. That's not Billy. That's what the people are saying. But the administration is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And yes, they have black eyes that's been put on them all day long. But it's like Joe Frazier. His eyes will be almost closed, but he don't want to fight. He has won the fight. And that's what they're doing now. Because we cannot come together. We cannot get the vote out. We cannot get the folks educated to how to vet folks who are running for office. Or we cannot get the people to vet the people who are in the office and show how they can be removed from office. Hold on a minute, Press. Sylvia?
Oh, Lord. Yeah, it's a horse and pony show. The city council just signed off into getting a 2.5 point increase on their pay. And they fake this so-called city's financial struggles. We have never been in any financial struggles. This the hidden money. It goes back to the beginning of my conversation. The scams, the shell companies, the insurance company, the big businesses, in the way that they take the money and they hide it. But they tell you, we don't have any money. We're struggling. But the only people who are struggling is the masses that they're lying to.
That's right. That's right. And family, speaking of talking to the masses, I want to remind you that today, Sunday, November the 17th, drop by for 15 minutes or 2 hours between 4 p.m. and midnight at 14919 Myers. And let's see, you'll have music by Maestro. Special guest will be Fast Freddy and BYO. And this is the fall ball for the re-election fundraiser for Rep. Isaac Robinson. And again, that's $20 per ticket or donation. RSVP and donate to www.robinsonformichigan.com. For more info, you want to call 313-739-5093, or you can email Robinson for Michigan at gmail.com. Once again, that's email Robinson for Michigan at gmail.com. Family, we've got a fighter. We've got a man that you can trust. We've got a man that, yes, he's your state rep now. We want to keep him in that position. And when it's time for him to make the other major leap, we want to make sure his campaign is ready, his money is ready, because, again, to go to war, and if you didn't understand politics is war, there will be some people that will come out of this war bloody. But it takes money. And I'm asking you to support the fundraising efforts of State Rep Isaac Robinson, because why? This man is running all around, everywhere, supporting local businesses, supporting local folks that are doing things, trying to support you and your family and its problems, its needs. Sylvia, talk to me.
I want to support. Can we pay at the door? We have to call that number. I think it's 739-5093 and see if I can get.
Oh, you
I'd like to support Isaac's fundraising. We want to keep him, and he's one of the very few that we have that's actually fighting and caring for the good of the people.
That's correct. That's correct. And so that's what we want you to understand, that we got to support. It's not just about sitting back and calling and talking and critiquing or advising. It's about support.
Money where your mouth.
Yes, yes.
Because that's how they kicking our butts, with the money, with your money.
Well, why do you think the persons like Trump has all these billionaire folk and millionaire? See, people keep talking about the billionaire. What about the millionaire folks? He got them too. And people who are heading up all of these organizations, who are they with? They're with Donald Trump. Why? Because Donald Trump is helping them making money. Donald Trump is making them promises about what they're going to be able to do in the future with their businesses. See, so we have to understand that we can't fight and we cannot quibble about, well, they're asking for money. Money makes the world go round.
Hey,
money makes the world go round.
You can't go to a fight with an elephant fight with a knife in one hand and somebody else got a gun in the other hand. You better get, the playing field got to be even.
Well, you know, once in Michigan here, I was a licensed executive security guard officer because, again, we wore suits. I didn't wear any uniforms. I wore my dress suits. But dress suits or no, we were ready to fight. We fought. We had to take guns away from people. We had to take knives away from people. We had to deal with people who was directly out of prison that hadn't been socialized yet. We dealt with people coming in, wanting to take over with their little gangs in the TGI for restaurants.
Well,
so it's like I said, when I tell you that there is no joke in me, there's no joke in me.
No, that's no joke.
Hold on, please. Mr. Jackson.
Yes, sir.
We're down to the last 2 minutes. You got anything you want to say, sir?
Yes, I want to talk to the R.J. Watch Party family, particularly the Billy Jones people.
Thank you.
There is no more Roland Martin on television. There is no more Stuart Scott bringing our flavor to reporting on ESPN.
Rest in peace.
There are no more local television shows that talk about local issues outside of Billy Jones. Are we going to lose this valuable resource to the community, or are we going to step up and support? So my challenge to everybody is not just to watch, not just to call in, but donate some money so that the show can be bigger, so that it can reach more people, so that we can discuss all of the issues that are germane to our people across this country. And I want to wish a blessed Sunday and a great week to everybody listening and watching.
My brother for life, I appreciate you so very much, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you now. And, I don't know, what's wrong with my lion suddenly just died. Got the red thing on him, but I want to say this to you, family. This is your time to shine. This is our time to bring hands together, to come together. My love of my community is so strong. I've reached back, I've reached deep to develop this program. And now I reach out to you for the continual development of this program. Send your check, your cashier check, your money order to 160 Victor Street, 48203. Mr. Tyler, got to ask you, whom is the checks made out again? What title? And you want to make the check out to Woodward Broadcasting. Woodward Broadcasting, just like the street, Woodward Broadcasting, 160 Victor Street, Highland Park. Now, I want to be here, but I don't want to just sit behind the microphone. I want to continue to develop. And you heard Mr. Rusty Jackson and his qualifications, etc. He is going to work with me in further developing this program to bring you more interesting segments. I want you to know I love you. I love you. And if I've made anybody upset, forgive me. If you've made me upset, I forgive you. It's time to walk together, hand in hand, with love, with vigor, with integrity. We can make a difference, family, but we got to vote. We got to get behind those persons that are behind and working for you. I am one of those persons working for you. I have no other help except you. I love you. I respect you. And there's not a doggone thing you can do about it except boomerang it and come back and love me too. I want you to have a wonderful day, but I want you to also remember you can text me at 313-412-3111. And don't forget, Monday, the Hair Doctor Show is on from 8 a.m. until 9 a.m. That's the Hair Doctor. And I'm sitting in as his co-pilot, co-host on Monday. We love you. Again, share the love. We'll be back soon to be with you, to bring it to you, uncut, no chaser. That's the Talk Beat Jones, Billy E. Jones. Have a great day and a great life. You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones, and